My Blue Tears by Dolly Parton requires just 3 easy chords. So if we can play a C, an F major 7, and a G, you can just play this beautiful song. So it sounds a little like this. Fly you away from my window, little bird. Fly you as far as you can from here. If you could do that, you can play the entire song. It's just that same chord progression through the whole thing. So let me just show you how it's played. All right, so today I'll show you how to play that with those 3 easy chords, but also show you some other ways you can add some pizzazz to it, some embellishments, so we'll go over that as well. Setup. So the song was originally in the key of F, and I transposed it into C. Normally, if you were transposing from a F to a C, you'd have your capo here on 5. I have it on 3, and that's just a personal preference, right? If you're playing along with the original record, it's F. I just like it down here. I just find it more comfortable and better for my voice. Play it anywhere you want. Okay, so let's go into the chords. The first is just a C, F major 7, and a G. Right? Those are the chords we need. And the song starts off with a C. You play that for 1 measure. Then an F, 1, 2, back to a C, 3, 4. Then you hold on the C for a little bit. Then you go into the next line, 1 with a C, 2, 3, 4, G for 2, 1, 2, back to C, 3, 4. That's the chord progression for the entire song. So if you can just play it like that, you have the entire song. Let's do the strum pattern. And of course you can do it any way you want. I kind of like this down, down, up, although I vary it as I go throughout the song, but it's like a... And I'm kind of thudding more on the low notes on that first downstroke. Something like that. You can try that or just mix it up and try it any way you'd like. The next embellishment is just some simple hammer-ons. And this is one of the reasons why I really like the key of C, because it gives you 3 fingers you can be hammering on and off for the song, right? So when you're playing the C, for this song, I like to hammer on my middle finger or my ring finger on the C. So something like that. That's a lot of fun, and it really adds some country to it. And when you're playing the F major 7, you could do the exact same thing with any of your fingers. Right? So that's pretty cool. And of course with the G, that's the traditional one, right? You always hear that when you're lifting up that middle, the forefinger on the G. Hammer-ons is really the way to go when you're playing the song. All right, the next embellishment is kind of a cool one, and you'll see this a lot in Dolly Parton's song. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a note, and the note we're gonna add is right down here on the 3rd fret on the high E string, right? So that G note relative to the capo, right? And we're gonna add that when we're playing the C. Yeah, you hear how that gives that nice high ringing sound? It's actually still a C, right? And then when we go down to the F major 7, we can keep our pinky there too. And of course on the G, it's already there. So that embellishment of adding our pinky down there is a really cool way of brightening up the song. When it comes to the G, one of the things we can do is add this C note back in, right? So that requires us to play our G like this, right? And then just adding that C note down there. So we're playing this G chord instead of the regular G. So that's with the C note, that's without it. So you can add that in as well to your embellishments, right? Here's how it would sound for adding those notes in. Yep, that sounds pretty cool. That's the song. I hope you found this helpful. You know, you could just play with those 3 little chords and enjoy the heck out of it. You can add the embellishments. That's a lot of fun. There's probably a million other ways you can spice it up. If you have any other really cool ideas, let me know. I'm always interested in doing that. But it's a song you could just play right away. We'll have a link in the description for the chords and the lyrics, so you can pick up those pretty quickly. I also want to give you some recommendations. There's a guitar teacher, has a sizable channel, Ryan Lent, L-E-N-D-T, and he's fantastic, and he's been doing a lot of Dolly Parton stuff, so I would highly recommend him as well if you want to learn some more Dolly stuff. Have a great day. Every day is a Dolly day.